Welcome in everyone. So today we are playing Disco Elysium first and then Myst IV second. So we're just chugging along in Disco Elysium. We're trying to be the good cop. We have discovered our old clipboard, you know, we have started to learn things about ourselves that we actually used to be, like a super cop. It's pretty cool. And little bit by little bit, we're starting to earn the respect of our partner, Kim. I think, at least it seems to be that way. We're not just a completely deadbeat loser. We're actually, you know, we had a legacy. I don't know what happened that triggered our little downward spiral, as it were, but something did. But we are on our way back. So last time we actually managed to investigate the body, you know, the whole reason why we're here in the first place, to investigate this murder that we've apparently been putting off for like a whole week. We finally managed to get enough endurance and whatnot to investigate the body. So we have all kinds of leads that we got to trace down now. And so we're gonna hop right on in and we are going to check those out and see how it goes. So let's go. All right. Now I know I said we had all of these objectives, but I need to look at my journal to see what they are. Okay. So we got to figure out how to get the body down. We talked about going to get help from the harbor. It's not going to be great because, you know, we think they might have actually killed them, but we'll do that. We got to figure out how to get to the harbor though. So we need to ask Kim about the case. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing though. I need to be briefed again. Okay, so we're gonna do that. The victim's tattoos. We need to ask about the tattoos' possible meanings. Run the number on the victim's armor. We need to do that at the car. And then where's the rest of the armor? We gotta go to the harbor again and ask about that. So, and then as a side quest, we can interrogate the Hardy Boys, the oh so joyful crew inside the hotel, and find Morel once we can get across the little causeway that's currently messed up. Do we have some new items? We have the flashlight. Oh yeah, we still have... Are we still equipped this? I don't know. Okay, we just gotta make sure we're equipping our stuff because we gotta make sure we're collecting our bottles, right? Alright, and then how are we doing on experience? Let's see, 20 out of 100, so we actually do have something we could level up, I think. Skill points, I think. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's start by talking to Kim and getting a brief on the case. Alright, so tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Okay, if we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what? I'm in on retrograde amnesia. I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Tell me about it.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Okay, do we ask about it or let it go? Maybe we just let it go for now.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Would you say it's a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Okay, why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, supernatural. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? Let's see. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. I don't know. None of these are good.
Because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Wild Pines is the corporation that we have to track down this drug runner for the lady at the dock.
Then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Okay, wait, so this is a strike or an attempted coup?
Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
Okay.
You feel something rising through you. A familiar feeling. An opinion taking form.
We should ground the workers into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. We should ground the owners into a fine paste and feed them to the pigs. With this little foreknowledge, I am unsure which side to grind into pig's feed. The decision must ferment on me. Also nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side in a pig's feed will do any favors. I'm really, really smart. I spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig's feed. Why? Yeah. Okay, so I've spent last 20 seconds deciding on which side. Why?
Politics is habit forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
Okay.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything about it? I can't remember a single thing.
Yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, this sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay. Why does the briefing... Oh, wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Why didn't we know anything about the caller? Okay, so does it say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
But why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. I still don't understand anything. Okay, I think I understand.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay, I think that's all we need for now. All right, now, let's go ask about that serial number, right? So we have a serial number from the armor
Rain fall on the white
on the
and
corpse.
blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series.
Okay.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Let's see. Won't it roll over on the first shop corner? Turn your attention to the motor carriage itself. Won't it roll over on the first shop corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
Oh boy. This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way. Let's see.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
The machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. Let's see. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. But this machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. I think we should compliment his car because that'll make him feel good.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Let's see. What's it packing there? Point to the engine. A fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth metal surface. What's it packing there? Let's point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Okay.
Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR18 GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
Let's see. That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Hey, Everett. Welcome in. How's the investigation going? We are just getting started. We are following down our leads one by one. All right. The lieutenant's trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. He really likes his car. A fine machine.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
He really
It's
likes his
nice
car.
and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Well, let's see. We don't want to demand him, right? We can ask him if he ever thought of switching to helium headlights.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together. We'll have like a bonding time. Sounds like a hassle, but good luck. He might just say no because we're just co-workers, but we can offer, right?
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Okay, so that sounds like a no.
And it means no.
All right, yeah, so let's move on. All right, we do
Inside,
need
you see
to
a set of
make a
steering
call,
wheels,
though.
A radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number from a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
All right, it's the E50 one that we found before.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Okay.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
All right, I'm done with the radio. That's all we
57,
needed to do.
over and out.
All
In
right.
the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I think we're good. Okay. So, now let's check our log. I think what we need to do is probably go to the harbor. I think is going to be the next thing that we want to do. But we want to go see if we can go the back way we found, right? I remember he didn't like all the running. We could talk to this. Wait, what is this thought? Let's see. There was a thought here. What is this? The book appears... Oh. What? That didn't even make any sense. We have another, thought. Oh my. I wonder what that person's reading. The book is titled Men from Heimdall and the Wildfire. Okay, so we knew about that, actually. Who are you? Working class woman? You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Let's see. Is that Loose Radio City you're reading? A good one? Point at the book. No ceremonies, just hello. How about a good one? Point at the book. She seems to be looking at it.
Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Okay.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
I'm not gonna point that out. What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
And she reverts her attention to the worn out paperback. Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book
What
stand.
with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Let's see. That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns.
We're not gonna
to
go
her reading.
fish for work. We have plenty of stuff to do. And she doesn't really want our help right now, so we'll just let it be. Do we see any trash? We gotta be on the lookout for any more bottles. Because we still gotta get 21 real before tomorrow, so we'll have enough for our rent in the hotel again. Alright, so we're gonna head up over here. Now, maybe we can get that jump that we were looking at before done. That would be nice. We don't want to go this way. It was like over here, I think. Through here? What was this? I don't remember.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization. Conceptualization, where is that? Can we level that up? Okay. Just because I'm curious.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
We need a few more points before we mess with that, I think. Okay, so this is the backside. That's where the girl Kuno is. What was... Oh yeah, this was the smoker's balcony. I don't know that there's anything we can get here. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can find in here. We've pretty much... we'll have to come back here. We can check the balcony. But I don't think there's anything over here that will be helpful to us. There's bottles up there. I wish I could get up there. I don't think there's a way to get over there, though. Not yet, anyways. Maybe eventually? But I'm pretty sure we'll just get stuck. Yeah, we can't get over there. We gotta come at it from that direction, I think. He may not like running, but we're gonna be doing a bunch of running. Alright. Let's go back down. So this didn't really lead where we were hoping. That's okay. Maybe we can go out. And wasn't there another exit over here, I think? I think there was. Let's see. Out this way, yes. Now, I don't know if this gives us anything. That may just be... Okay, it's just right here. That's okay, then. Because we can't go back here, can we? I don't think there's anything to get to back there. We'll have to... And that just leads back to where we were, so that's not where we want to go. Alright, let's head on around then. All the way around. She's still there reading. Alright, that guy... Are you okay? Hello? They don't know me, no one knows me? Sure, sure. Alright. So, we don't want to go north. That'll lead us just where we've been. We gotta go around this way. Somewhere. Now the question is, can we get to where we need to be back here? That... Can we get any more information from you? I don't know.
Looking for something?
No. We don't need anything from you. What about... Was it you that we needed something from? Let's see.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Okay, no. Nothing from him. Let's go up this way. What about you? I think we have to actually get in there before we can get anything.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Oh, actually, okay, Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Uh-huh.
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Of course.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used you to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Okay.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Huh, okay.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Yes.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Alright, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlet, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Okay, I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it, all the pieces. I'm going to find 1 piece. 1 is enough. I think we could find 1 piece.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Okay.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'll have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Okay, well, thank you for your cooperation.
If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Let's see. The measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days.
Of course.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls.
Okay.
Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure we don't, at least not all of these things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
He passed the side of his nose with his index finger.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Okay.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Alright, I'm a bit short on money. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Try to catch it? Sure.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. It was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
What? That does not anything like what the text says. He just picks the coin up and hands it to us. Appreciated.
Right, always glad to help out the RC.
Oh, we
We're
got
on the
a
same
real.
branch with that. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Okay, good talking to you. Alright, so we got a 1 coin. I mean, it's just a little bit. Can we get in here? Alright, can we maybe... We have some tools, right? Oop. Chain cutters, a flashlight. And then we're already using a pry bar, and apparently that's not helping, so... Alright, we need to go down and around. Alright, so let's get out of here. We did make a little bit of progress. We will keep looking, though. Maybe we have to go through the whirling rags. Can we go in through this? I think we gotta go in through the other door. Past the lawyer. We're gonna walk in a dignified manner, though. Alright. We'll just walk in a dignified manner. Can we go... What is this? The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Can we go out this door?
See a heavy steel door.
No, we cannot. Okay. So we need to figure out... I don't remember how we got to where we were at before. We must have gone down and around. It's the only thing I can think of. So that's what we're gonna do. We still gotta figure out about the drug runner too. We haven't had any leads on that. We might have to have him turn his friend in, but we'll see. Maybe we can talk to the other lorry drivers as well and see. Alright, let's head down. It looks like there should be a cup to pick up. Alright. Over this way. Let's talk to him again.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you money. I'll leave you to it for now. There's not really anything we can do with that, so... What is this? Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. What's in the trash can? Maybe we can find some bottles? Yes. Alright. Well, what about over here? Can we get through there? No. Okay, well, let's head on back around then. We're earning our tear little bit by little bit so we can turn it in for some more moolah. We need a lot more than that though. Let's go over this way. So far, we haven't found anything helpful as far as tracking down this lady that we need to find. But maybe. We'll see. Alright. What's down here? Anything? What is this? A white tank top? Okay. There's something over here. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Alright. What's over here? That's just the lady who's looking at her photograph. I don't think she'll be much help. We'll keep looking around. See if there's anything that might be helpful. Can we get in there? Like, I really kind of want to.
In the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
We really probably want to get in there, but I don't know. We could try this again. Let's look through the window, see what we see, right?
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings.
What kind of stickers?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown.
We've seen that, right?
It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Okay, does it belong to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Okay.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
I don't know. I guess we can't really go in there. Alright, so we haven't really found anything. What if we go over this way? Is there anything over this way? No, that's just the end of it, right? Okay. Alright, well, we explored this whole corner here. And that's not really... There's not really anything that will help us here. So let's continue on the other way. I was pretty sure it was around the other way, but... We'll see what we got. We must not have gone far enough. Alright. Alright, let's see. We can't go any farther over that way because of the water. I think I read this one already. She's looking for books. It sure is coming down with the snow, man. Alright, and that way is not the way we want to go. What about... I see smoke coming out of the chimney over there. Let's just keep going up over here. I think maybe that is the direction that we wanted to go. Okay, well, no, maybe not, because I don't want to get onto the dock. What I really want to do is be up over here. Is there... Oh, I bet we went up that way, right? Probably. I bet that's what we did. Something's acting a little weird. Hang on just a second. Okay. Alright. Over here didn't lead anywhere, right? I mean, we just see the window out there. Okay. But can we go, like, out to the balcony? Yes, we can go out to the balcony here. That might be our best bet. Going up and around here. I think this is where we were. Alright, let's see. Maybe? Maybe not. It doesn't seem like it. Okay. Maybe we just... No, this was like her room, right? Yeah, that was like her room. So how did we get... I don't remember. Wait a second. Was it behind... Oh, wait, I think I might remember, actually. It was behind that stuff in the yard with Kuno, right? Maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're just like doing all this running around. We're getting totally lost. It's all good though. I know Kim was complaining about how much running around we did, but it's necessary. Alright. We're gonna head back over here. Behind the whirling rags. We gotta go back around the bookstore. We've pretty much well explored this area. At least there's not a whole lot to explore. We just gotta remember all the little secret passageways we took. I love how now the daughter is inside the bookstore. We did that good deed on like our first day, basically. Okay, so it was over this way. And then we went through here, right? Yes, this is how we did it. Okay, and then we went up here. What was this? Oh, some more real. I will definitely take that. Okay, now we got to figure out how we can get our coat back. So let's see, can we climb up here? We're gonna have to try it. As terrifying as it is, we've got to try it.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Savoir-faire. We're gonna have to get some points to get savoir-faire. Okay. Darn it. Okay. Alright. Well, how can we get down? Is there a way to get to this door? There's so much stuff. If we could just get over here. Well, I don't want to deal with that meathead, but we might have to. I'm not sure how else we can get what we need. Is there something... Can we, like, come in through one of these doors? How can we get over here, I wonder? There's clearly nothing there. Can we, like, reach it over here somewhere? I don't know. We cannot. Well, let's try going up. Hang on. Let's try going up over this way, maybe? No. There is no way to go. What is that? Is that where we came in at? Maybe. It may have been. Alright. Well, that's a little disappointing. We found it, but we still can't get it yet. We gotta have some points in savoir-faire. Now, there is a lady... I'm guessing she's, like, on the roof of the Whirling in Rags. Maybe we can get up there. Like, maybe we can figure out how to talk to her. Let's see if we can find a way to get up there. Alright. Let's go over here. And go up. Okay, is there a way to get up even further? I don't know. We'll look. Maybe out here? No. That gives us to the side. There's gotta be somebody, one of these ones, like one of these two, right? Maybe. Let's see where this takes us. We can't get in there. Alright, what about this one? If we can't do anything with this one, then I'm not sure.
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside.
Okay, I'm not gonna try the handle. That's kind of creepy. I don't know how we get up there then. It's like a secret passage. Well, because I definitely don't see anywhere else that we could go up right now. Alright, let's look at our objectives again and see what we can even do. Get the hangman's boots. Get the boots off the victim's feet. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, the autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. Alright, so we can't do that until he's been autopsied. We really just want one piece of armor. It's enough. Find and locate one piece, and this one's done. Get the body down. We have to access the harbor. How can we access the harbor? With this one, we're waiting. We gotta call back tomorrow. Where's the rest of the armor? Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Okay, we could do that one. We're right here. Let's go ahead and talk to Kuno. Be ready for the Kuno special. But we'll see what he has to say. Alright, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Let's see. I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. What did we get? Where was... Oh, I guess we completed it. That's fine. He said, thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyways. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Oh boy.
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid. I will remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember
boy.
this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno.
Lovely.
After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
He's real, confident for like a 12-year-old or whatever. Alright. Do I have more questions about the crime scene? I don't think I do. I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Of course he doesn't. Alright, well, so we completed that one. The jam mystery. We still gotta find the lady driver. I don't know. We've got to go talk to him. I mean, I think I'd rather chase down that lead than deal with the other guy. All right, we're gonna have to have him turn in his friend. There's nothing else. We've talked to everybody. I'm really sorry.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
All right, I've changed my mind about your friend, the lady driver.
What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective.
She's a suspect.
There's a ton of drivers here.
Yeah, but none of them will talk to me. She's a suspect. I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Something breaks in him as he stares into your eyes. Where is the lady driver? Yeah. He takes a keyring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Okay.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
Okay.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
He blinks, his eyes half empty now. I'm sorry I had to do this.
I bet you are.
And why did you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
Alright, so, let's go, Kim.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
Because we're not even necessarily wanting to do
really
this.
Think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
We don't really want to catch her, per se. We just want to get enough so that the lady from Wild Pines will talk to us, right? So let's find the green lorry. Where is it? It should be down here somewhere. It said around the statue. This one. Now we can get into it.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our men pointed to.
Okay, try to peek in the window.
The door
whoops.
is locked. The handle
I didn't mean to do that one.
Like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
All right, take a peek in the
glass
window.
on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers.
All right, let's unlock the door.
You push the key into the loop and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just
open it.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Okay, admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets.
I wonder if that lady actually is the lady lorry driver.
Even the 90s of the last century. One of them
because
particularly catches your eye.
Was looking at an old
ingenue attached right above the back seat.
An old poster, right?
There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy with a hint of amberette wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's the smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5.
Okay, what's the centerfold?
The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
We don't know that many female characters, so...
This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera, too.
Okay, enough of posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox.
Let's check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
All right.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why is that?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Okay. Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes.
He likes where this is going. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lenses. And she's also the one that's running the drug trade. What a handful. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does the rabbit hole go? First drug smuggling, now this. How deep does the rabbit hole go?
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
See, those jerks definitely. I think the entire union is involved, maybe even all of Martinez. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have been keeping the drug trade a secret. This would fit with what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. Yeah, I think we do that.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
Right.
Are we finished with the lorry?
Maybe?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls.
We gotta check stuff. Let's check the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Okay.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
Okay.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's
Could
not
be.
here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Okay, so what else
The
is here?
smell of 1,000
We'll look in the
cigarettes,
pull-out
some
toolbox.
bent metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Well, obviously we're going to unfold that.
It's an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Okay, what does it
looks
say?
like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
All right.
Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Interesting.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. You close
Alright.
the rusty old lorry door.
I wonder if, can we, like, lock
Great.
it back?
I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Okay. Let's talk.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Right. Okay. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Yes.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Who, though?
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Could be.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching.
Right.
This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Okay, will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Okay.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, what about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I don't know.
Be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile. Like, she may really like the movies.
Yes, well...
Alright, so it turns out that this is connected to the
like
Union.
Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Okay.
Meaning, someone as slippery as Everard won't be caught by a couple of cops and some stuff they found in some cabin.
Alright, debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
Okay, so now we need to return to Joyce, right? We need to confront the Hardy Boys. Person present at the lynching is also involved with the drug trade at the harbor, which links them to the Hardy Boys. See what Titus has to say about it. Oh boy, time for another pleasant conversation. I enjoy talking to all these people. It's so wonderful. I wonder if this guy has anything else to say. Is he still, like, hate us? Can we give the keys back?
It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Okay. We didn't turn you into a bad person. If you're covering for somebody doing crimes, that's what makes you a bad person. You can't be doing that. All right.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. All right. So, what do we say? Guess what? I've come upon something incriminating. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy? Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Maybe we be vague to start with.
Incriminating. Now that's a big boy word.
He puts his beer can down. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? I've spoken to the dead man of bizarre occult vision. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
And then he's gonna say, just kidding.
We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Okay.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch?
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Mm-hmm.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Okay, so you murdered him just like that, no remorse. Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Boy.
We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Uh-huh.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
I couldn't tell ya.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for Wild Pines?
That's my guess.
The company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over.
Who?
But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
Okay.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Let's see. Who called the shots last night? Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
And he stepped out of line. Okay, that's the important part.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too.
Okay.
Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Okay.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
All right.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on. How do you even know he was in Special Forces? It's
One
from
night
the armor,
he walked
right?
Straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Well.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Okay.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there, like some kind of animal.
All right.
Sire, the tale is true.
Is
this
it?
is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one.
Really?
Harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his mouth?
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Yeah, that is weird.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
I'm not sure you guys are telling the
He said
truth.
it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Right.
You grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. Me too.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
Okay.
Show me your cunt. Why
Whoa.
don't you show me your cunt?
No.
Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said? Okay.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
I'm trying to, but you're saying some
There's
crazy
something
stuff.
odd here.
Yeah.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Okay, right. But who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Okay. So let's see. Who called the shots last night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
Okay.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. No, but seriously, who called the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. Point at Titus. You do. You give the commands. Point at Elizabeth. I thought she did. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. It's gotta be Titus, right?
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys.
I mean, it's in
Ain't
the
that
name.
so, fellas?
He looks around for approval.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Okay.
No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Okay. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
I mean,
Didn't they teach you
yes,
anything at the
but
cop school, idiot?
I mean, we gotta
This is
cover all
where
the
an
bases.
autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Okay. Right. Maybe another question then.
Maybe wrap it up instead?
You murdered him just like that. No remorse.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in
Is that an electric chair?
under the coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it
Oh.
used to be the
Okay.
firing
Yeah.
squad.
Okay. Okay.
Or send them to reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. And reunion is what's that? Yes. But these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job. That's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. And reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
All right. What we do is different. We enforce the law.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
All right. So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his
Done
notebook.
this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. we're going to look into this.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
So, establish authority. We would need a lot more authority. We don't have any kind of authority, right? Let's see. Where is authority? We could get 1 point in it. Man. There's so much stuff we need points for. Alright, a person... We also need to ask about the missing person, right? So I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 new. Where is the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
Really?
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
I don't think so.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want?
Uh-huh.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so, too.
Yep.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
Exactly.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Oh man, they really need... if we're not cops here, they seriously need
Good.
cops here.
We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Alright, let's see. So I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock?
Mm-hmm.
The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Oh boy.
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
Let's see. You're right, there is no local drug trade except you. No, do the honor, you've earned it. Forget it. I knew they'd never own up to it. Last time we let Kim do it, and then he did not succeed and felt bad about it. Alright, so let's say there's no local drug trade except you.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Mm-hmm.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men
men.
to
Mm-hmm.
run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control of it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people.
Who fucking who? People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Okay.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
I'm sure.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy.
Yes, there
I run
is.
this goddamn scene.
I don't think so.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Oh boy.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
All right. What else did we get? Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Soften him up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to any other crimes. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else? Alright, I think that's it for that. We can level up, but we're not going to do anything with that now. I'm going to take off now. Alright, we learned quite a lot. This is what I studied law for. Oh boy. So I guess now we can go talk to the lady at the dock, right? And tell her what we found. Maybe that'll be enough. Let's see. We'll at least be able to see if she's happy with the information that we found. She may not be. We'll just have to see. But I feel like we did all the stuff that we need. Now maybe she'll tell us what we need to know.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright, well, first off, do you know something about these tattoos? Let's show her the photo from our corpse.
Who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Okay, okay, fine, how is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay, so I spoke to the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
We have discovered enough to conclude for now.
Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Mm-hmm. Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement.
Nice.
I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
What was that about a bloodbath? Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected? What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
That doesn't sound good.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
It's nice of Margaret Thatcher to stop by.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor.
Is that
as
our
an
body?
Insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Did you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Okay.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived.
I mean, that checks.
They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Okay.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman.
Okay, so
while he was
that
drunk and separated
matches.
from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
That
He was
matches.
taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
So we're on a time limit.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Oh boy, you've made a mess here. I have to say, this is not Disco. Maybe investigations can team up, share resources and intelligence. Boy, oh boy, is that not good? Okay, maybe investigations can team up.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Of course it will.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
Oh boy.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Wow.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a difference.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Okay, I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? I think the confrontation is inevitable. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true.
That's true.
Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Okay, so, what can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Okay.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
No, makes sense.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
Okay.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Yeah?
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Okay.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
So, you said the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
I mean, that's the story we got.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too.
I mean, that's exactly the story we had
Either
from the
way,
Hardy
he's alleged
Boys.
to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Okay. The colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was?
Lely.
Okay.
His
We finally have a
Long
name
Daguerre, most likely.
for our murder
He
victim.
Wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
When in doubt, listen to the teenagers by the canal. Exactly. They're going to be accurate.
Eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret in her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
Okay.
That's all right, then. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Okay.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe.
I mean, Oranese keeps
His
coming
injury
back.
gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Okay. Where are the remaining two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
That's probably true.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
I mean, to be honest, that's like everyone in this town, so... we still need to know where they are. We still need to know where they are. We'll confront them directly. Oh, we need to know where they are. At least then we can know where to avoid.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Okay, so logic, where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader.
Okay.
Harbor Gates.
That makes sense.
The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
He did seem out of place.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Right?
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
I guess that's true.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
Would afford a good vantage point.
And we did see a woman there.
Practically inaccessible.
I agree. We have not found a way to get there.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens, no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Okay.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Oh boy, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Okay, so now can you tell me about these tattoos? So let's show her the photo.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Let's stay quiet. Observe her expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Redefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Okay.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
She points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Redefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
All right.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
Okay.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
All right.
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Semines Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was executed.
Maybe it's a record of his military career?
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
Okay.
For all the boys looking for an adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture.
That's true.
This man was their friend and comrade.
They'd probably get mad.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
All right, I need the information. Mark it down. Ask Mercs about tattoos. You're right, not a good idea. Do we need it? I mean, we need it.
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
Of course.
We will be careful, ma'am.
All right, that's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
All right, was there anything else? Like, let's talk about the lynching. Was there anything else?
Anything
No.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of
I
bad
think
news.
that's everything,
if there is anything
right?
else I can help you with.
What about the
please
strike
ask.
at the
Of
harbor? No.
Of course. How else can I help?
I think that's it. Thank you. That's all for now. All right. So, what was it that we needed? We have 2 skill points. We need to spend them. And we had... mirror, set of tracks. Where is our... We don't want to deal with measure head if we don't have to. Let us see. Trash container. Sleeping dock worker. Where is our damaged ledger? We really don't need the damaged ledger anymore. But there was policeman cloak. That's what we want. We want savoir faire. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the cloak. We got to get our cloak back. So let's head back to the yard with Kuno. And we're going to make one final attempt right now to see if we can get our cloak back. Because we have 2 skill points. That might be enough, but we'll have to see. And that's the lady. I don't know how we'd get up there. There's a door here. I'm not sure how we would get there. She is definitely watching us, though. There's got to be some way of getting up there, but up here we go. All right, up we go. Okay, so we come up over here, and we're going to attempt to see if we can do it. We're going to put 1 skill point in it first. All right, so let's make sure we have it.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM.
Savoir faire. Okay, so savoir faire. Where is that? Let's put 1 point in it and see. Can we do it now?
With possible
That's still very low.
Still caught.
We're gonna have to put a 2nd point in and hope for the best. We have an even chance. We gotta try it. Let's see. Can we do it? Come on. Oh, we gave up.
Nope. No. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a
Ugh.
and you've climbed way too high up there.
Darn it. I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained your muscle there.
All right. So we're going to have to get another point of savoir faire before we can try to get our cloak. And I think if we can get our cloak, then we can also access this area as well. So next time, what kinds of things can we do? We can ask the scab leader about the tattoos. That might be a good idea or not. This one, proving our authority to Titus, is not going to happen anytime in the near future. Hanged Man's boots, we can't do that until we've autopsied him, right? Which means we have to get the body down. We can't do that until we can get into the harbor. The victim's tattoos, ask about the tattoos possible meaning. We have to ask that to somebody else. Tomorrow, the next day in the game, we'll be able to get the information about the serial number on the armor. Lost badge, I think we know where it is. Who else put the clothes in the trash? We can't really, that's not something we can really do. Again, we'll have to keep searching for the collar. Find a way into the secret passage. I don't know how we're going to do that. Find a way in. We may have to go into that one room and see if we can access it from there. We could always go back to the pawn shop and see about our gun. And then this one, will be the next timed event. The smoker on the balcony, visit apartment 28 sometime after 2100. So we're still a ways from that right now. It's only 12:16. But I think that we will visit that next time. So let's go ahead and give it a save. We're doing pretty good here. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it today. Let's go ahead and pop out of here. And let's swap on over to a Myst IV. We'll have to get all the infos set up. And then we'll be ready to swap on over. I'm very curious what we're going to find there, because it's going to be probably rather disturbing considering where we're going in Myst. So let's get our info up to date. Let us see. All right, this is going to be Myst IV. And get this updated. Let's see. Okay. What else? Okay. One more. Sorry, getting all of my... I'm a little bit disorganized today, but that's okay. We will still get it taken care of. Let me update YouTube and Rumble real fast. And this one. Luckily, this one will go faster. Okay. Update that. Update our thumbnails. And we should be good. Alright, now let's load her up. Where is it? Myst IV. Okay, so yeah, today we are going to be visiting the other prison book. And Achenar in the first game, I think he was like a psychopath. I mean, he was definitely a little crazy. Alright. Now, let me make sure my audio is working. Okay. It is. Let's see. Okay. Alright. So, let's go ahead and hop on in. We're done with Spire. That's our save name. Done Spire. So last time, after we came back from Spire, we saw somebody who I assumed to be Cirrus throwing a burning book out there. That's not good. Now, I could go investigate, but I think I want to check out this one before we do, because he could come here and ruin both of these books while we were investigating. What is this place? It's like an inverted boat. Kind of cool looking. It kind of reminds me of that one age, the stone ship age or whatever, where it was, the boat was split in half by the rocks. Oh. Oh. Hello? What do we got here? We got a memory? She was here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You came to Achenar's age. That's not good at all. What is this? Welcome to the age of Haven. Oh, man. This doesn't seem good. We've got electricity. Yeah, his bars are electrified. Like, that ought to tell you something. He was quite insane, I think. We have anything else here? I think that was the same stuff we were just looking at. And then this is the book. We can just get to it this time. Right? We could just go back if we wanted to. Now that we know that from last time, it's not actually locked. And again, I don't know what this does, so I think I will resist the urge to mess with it right away. All right. What do we got going on here? What's over here? Okay. This looks like boat rigging, I think. I mean, it makes sense. There's a boat over here. Alright. Let's see. There's a little crab. Hello, little crab. Oh, he got his pinchers out. What are you attacking? Is there something here? Oh, what is this? You can go back unlike last time, since of course you did hours of work to be able to return before. Yes, yes, of course. That we had to do all that work in Spire. All right, what is this? Is there a memory here? Oh boy, are these like Spire crystals, I wonder? Did he try to go to Spire to get his brother? I mean, he kind of hated his brother in the first game. If he did, then it seems like Achenar overpowered him there. Alright, let's go this way, maybe? No. Maybe we go up here through the stone to the cave? What do we see here? I hear birds. Is that some kind of monster destroying the ship? Like, it looks like a sandworm with arms. The wind is blowing this way. I wonder if we're supposed to be able to go down that way or something. It is very windy here. What happens if we go down? We can go up here. What's over here? What was that? Was that a fish? Or a rock? Is stuff falling? There's a bird. Oh, I see a bird over there. Let's see. Yeah, something is falling into the water. What is falling? Oh, it's like a bird diving into the water? Where'd that... Oh, hello there. What are y'all doing? You're eating a fish? Sorry, Mr. Krabby. What is with this fish? Okay, nothing. But y'all are eating a fish there. I won't disturb your meal right now. What's over here? What is over here? Oh yeah, now it's coming out of the water. Is it like a birdfish or something? What do we got here? Little balls. Okay. I don't think there's anything we can do right here. Whoa. Huh. Where did it go? That was surprising. Can we get another one that'll land right here? I'm curious. I like the design of the boat area. There's lots of great detail. For real. Come on, bird. You were right here. Is there going to be an... I hear a bird. Oh, there he is. He gets real close. Alright, let's go over this way. And then through here, I assume. We've got an elevator. Okay. Can we go anywhere else through here? Or is that basically it? Okay, so we basically gotta go up. Okay. Now we go up. Maybe we need to change... Oh, change this over. Wait, let's do that. And then lock this. Oh, that just brings it back down. Okay, I see. And then if we pull this down, what happens? Nothing. Can we do it more than once? Like, we can keep going. Okay, can we go up some more? No. And if we pull it back now, can we do anything? Nothing seems to work. Maybe there's something we need to do out there. I don't know. Alright. So it seems to be an elevator, but I'm not sure if there's something... Maybe it needs to be powered up or something. Perhaps. Maybe. But we know it's here. I don't know what's up there. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to it. There's a lot more to explore. That looks like a carcass. Achenar killed it. Apparently, the one lesson the boys took from their father is to build elevators. Even if they don't go anywhere. That's right. Alright. What is this? Okay.
Intelligence. Premeditation. Stealth. Patience. Can't forget his patience.
Is that sea lion again? Okay. We got like a totem pole here. I don't know. I don't know. That one looks sort of like a lion. Is that a bird at the top, maybe? I don't know. And then what's at the bottom? I don't know. It looks like a sun. I don't know. Alright. Anything else over here? Alright. Well, then let's continue onward. Let's go back up the rope for now. And see what else we can find, right? Let's go through here. Hello? It's Jurassic Park? Interesting. Well then, that was unexpected. Hello? Hello, what are you? I'm in a new game. I'm no longer playing Myst. What in the world? Is that a dinosaur? Oh, what the what? What the what? I don't even know what to think of that. That was weird. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's just us seeing what we just did. Oh, okay. So that's literally what we just did. Welcome to, all that stuff? Yeah. Interesting. So that just tells us what we did again. How we crash landed in the jungle. And then see the monkey. Okay, that's weird that you can see it all over and over again. It's like... It looks like, Mowgli. Or no, no, what's his name? The little gremlin. I forget the name. It starts with an M, I think. Anyways. Let's see. What else can we do? There's flowers here. We could go that direction or that direction. So there's three directions we can go. Okay. Well, let's go this direction. What? Is that a... I see a creature going there. That seems dangerous. Can we see it again through the backdrop? Oh, now we can go? Is this a good idea? Probably not. I hear so many animals now, it's crazy. What's over this way? We're going to sunlight. Mowgli the Kid in Jungle Book. Yeah, I forget. I can't remember what the little gremlin's name was. I swear it started with an M. As soon as I said Mowgli, I was like, that's not the right name. Alright. It just seems like lots of endless forest. I don't even know where we're going. We're lost in the jungle now. Where are we going? Well, this seems like Achenar's been here. This is definitely got the markings of, this definitely has, the markings of his presence here. Oh boy. We got all kinds of bones here. Okay, let's look at it.
Hear this? You hear it? Well, just try and get past this gate now, you thieving Karnaks.
Karnaks.
No way they'll figure out which holes to put the hammers in.
Huh. Which holes to put the hammers in? Is this something that's important? I have no idea, but let's take a picture just in case. Alright. That could be completely irrelevant. Let's see. So we can't get in here right now. Because we would have to figure out something, I presume. Let's go this way. I see all kinds of stuff like off in the distance. What's over this way? There's wooden planks here. Okay. What's down this way? We're like in a swamp? Wait, is that there's an animal over there. Oh, man, I'm just seeing animals everywhere. Hello? What are you? Hello? Oh, well, I don't know what you are. Hopefully you won't hurt me. Oh, there's another animal over there. Oh, it's the same one. The same type of animal. Okay, they're all over here. I'm like right in the middle of their territory. Why do these trees have like stingers? Oh, we got a magnifying glass thing here somewhere. Where was that at? I'm not moving on till I figure... Oh, there's that little weird looking creature. Okay. Got some tracks here. Okay. I wonder if this is gonna be like in, what was it? Was it Myst 2 or Myst 3 where we had to match up sound stuff with animals? Maybe that's gonna be important. I don't know. Not like taking the picture is gonna help me remember. But what are you? You're like a snail frog. You're weird. Okay, so let's continue onward. Hello. You're prancing along fancily. I can't do anything with you. What if I go towards you? Will you just run away? You're not even there. What's this? This looks like a temple. We have a temple of some sort. Okay. What kind of so Cirrus had all the gemstones, and apparently Achenar has a whole bunch of rope and wood. Okay, where was that magnifying glass? It was right around here somewhere. Maybe right there. Okay. What is this?
Don't care how nimble-fingered they are. They're not gonna get in when I'm away.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means. What else do we got? We got a handle here. Oh. What is this? Can we do something with this? What is this? We can't seem to grab any of this. Well, that's at least lifted off. But I don't know what that gives us. I'm guessing we can't do anything with this yet. We probably need power or something. I feel like there was a structure over there. Maybe there's some kind of boat or something that comes over here. Perhaps. So many creatures, man. Okay. Well, let's continue on. I'm guessing maybe there's different biomes and we might have to find footsteps in each of them. Is this another this is another totem pole. Okay.
Gracious. Noble.
Stupidity can be a virtue. What? Okay. I don't know if any of these are important, but we're just gonna take pictures, because who knows? I might never find my way back to these again. So it'll be good to know. Hey, Achenar, welcome in. I was so obsessed with work. Yeah, welcome in. It's good to have you here. Glad you were able to take a break from work. We're just chilling in the swamps and jungles, exploring Achenar's prison. Hi. Oh boy. Hi. I mean, don't get in my way, my guy. Alright, let's go ahead and head out of the swamp for now. Alright. So there's that way. What's this way? Okay then. Well then. I don't know what those creatures are, but they sure do seem to be enjoying causing a ruckus. Oh wait, there was a trap there. I need to go back. I just saw it as I was heading down. We have a trap here. Was that one of the monkey people? Busy world of opposite to the other. Exactly. There's bones in here. I don't think we can do anything with it other than observe the memory. Which is probably a good thing. Alright. Okay, now we're back to the tent, right? Alright, so we've got... That's the way we went originally. We have that way and we have that way. I want to say we just came from that way, but I'm not sure. We're going to go the second path just to make sure we know where we're going. Okay, what do we got over here? Those guys are up here. I don't know. So this is their habitat, I assume. This, like, jungly area. Can we get any kind of tracks? We gotta look for them. There's a red plant here. Okay. Hello. Mighty curious little fellow, aren't you? Alright, well, let's head on. They are very curious folk. I wonder what we're gonna find as we continue on. We seem to have dead-ended. They're right up here. Can we go up? No, that just goes up the path some. Okay. What about tracks? Do we have any tracks on the ground? I haven't really seen them. I mean, I guess when they're running away from the predator, there's tracks. But yeah, this seems to be a dead end. There is that. I wonder if that's a thing we can access. Maybe? Do we have any other structures up here? Just that one, as far as I can see. So I don't know if there's a way to get to it. It would be like this way and then over this way somewhere? Maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe down the other branch, because it seems like we're just going back the way we came, right? Okay, so yeah, that was that path. Now we go down this path. And I feel like we've already been here. The music just keeps changing. What are you? He just runs away. What are y'all doing? Okay. Well. Hello? This is like the dinosaur world. He's cutting down trees. Okay. I guess that's what the axe was for. Alright. This is the grasslands habitat. Okay. What do we got over here? We're going to like the beach. Okay, grasslands. What do we got here? There's another skeleton there. What is that? Is that a nest or something? I don't know. Excuse you. Oh. Whoa. Are we just gonna die? Well then. This does seem to be a dangerous world. Whatever that was, it definitely killed this thing. Or no, he's still breathing. Maybe he was trying to attack me. I don't know. Interesting. It's funny that Achenar still yells timber even though there's no reason. I mean, you have to yell timber, right? What is this? I don't know what that is. Looks like bones or something in this grass. I don't know. So much tall grass. How can we get lost in the tall grass? Alright, what about this way? It looks like, is that a cave or something? No, it's just a rock. Okay. Is there anything I can go around the rock? Now there's the... Oh, it's just a totem. Okay, it's not a cave, it's a totem. Alright, let's take another photo. That looks like a face. Alright, what does the amulet have to say?
Last one. You can do this. Strength. Dexterity. Courage.
Strength, courage, dexterity. These might be important things later. That these totems look so strange. Alright. Anything else over here? Okay. Alright, was there anything back down here? I know this is where the flowers were. We didn't mess with them. This guy, he's just like paralyzed or sleeping or something. I don't know. Is there something we're supposed to do with him? I don't know. Whatever it is, those flowers... Oh, we can magnifying glass them. Okay, let's see.
Don't like it, do you, my friend? Ha-ha! Makes you sick. Spew your guts out. I know. So let's see what happens when you get a high caloric dose of it from the tip of my spear.
Oh, he made a poison out of it. Okay, okay. Alright. I mean, you do what you gotta do. He went on to prison and he was actually on like an African safari. Alright, let's get back through here. What is this thing? Is there anything I can do over here? I cannot get to the... Wait, I can magnifying glass it. Oh, I already did. That was the axe. Okay. That was the tree he cut down. Alright. Well... I think that might be most of that area. What are you doing? Hello? Where even... Oh, okay. I just went back to where I was. There's just different animals that are kind of like eating on that, I guess. They're just grazing out there. So we definitely need to figure out how to access, like, the monkey people, right? We've already looked at that. That's fine. So I feel like the jungle area is kind of like one of the less explored areas that we did. Is there anything else around here that I can look at before we go back into the jungle and see what we can figure out? Alright, let's go back in here and see if there's anything we can see. We can only go the one way, right? Okay. Now there's this way. I don't think we went that way. Hello? They're fighting up there? Alright, that's the way we came from, I think. We could go... Wait, no. That's the way we came. That's the way we can go. Is there only one way to go? So that was just the way we came from. There's only one way to go. I don't know why I was thinking there was multiple ways. Okay. I really need to figure out how to do stuff here. Let's see if we can follow him a bit. Maybe? No, this is this. Alright, so I think what I want to do is go back to his original area and pull that lever now, because I don't know, maybe it does something that'll help us. Oh, actually, I don't know if we can get back. Now that we're in the jungle, we might just be stuck here. Maybe. Everything we need we might have to figure out from here. That's true, I didn't think about that. So, let's see. Is this a different trap? It is a different trap. That is a weird animal sound.
Screaming, baby.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but it sounds weird. But obviously we weren't here before. So what else do we got here? Let's go this way. We got some boxes here. Maybe this will lead us back to where we were. I think it might, maybe? Let's see. Oh. Okay. Yeah. This is where we were before we got knocked off, I think. Okay. So now we can explore this. What is this? It's like a bone thing. That's an interesting cave drawing. I wonder if that little man on top is supposed to be Achenar. Maybe. What is this? Is there something we can do with this? Okay. Yeah, he's definitely, like, got that whole I'm a caveman thing going on. Anything? Can we go over there? No. The wind does seem to be picking up. It's very windy here. Is there anything in these? I can't open them. What about... what's over here? This will just take us back down, right? Okay, okay. So that just takes us back down. So this is how we can get between the two areas. That's good to know. Alright. We have found the path to and from. Alright, so let's go back to the starting area and see if we can't hit that lever. See if that does anything. It may not, but we'll give it an attempt and see what we can come up with. Did we start in here? No, we didn't start in here. We started somewhere over here? Maybe? Up here, perhaps? Let's see. There's another tapestry thing right here. Oh yeah, that's him chasing down those creatures, I guess. Okay, so this is where we just were. Alright. So we have to go down, basically. Down is where we will get back to the cell, the holding cell he was at. Maybe it was across here and then around. Yeah, I think it might be. I think we went around it. And we still need to figure out that elevator thing. Like this elevator thing. Alright. So what can we do? Is there anything we can do? We just keep going through here? No, we can't keep going. Alright, but there's nothing we can do right now, right? Alright, what if we... Alright, if we spin this, it lifts that up, clearly. Okay, and then I think if we do that, it releases it, right? Holding it and pulling it down doesn't seem to work. We can't spin it anymore, right? We cannot spin it anymore, and this just releases it. Okay, so something is blocking the elevator from working then. I don't know what exactly, but we'll figure it out. Right now, let's see. Can we get... Let's see. Where can we go from here? Are we in like a different area? Where did we start from exactly? I mean, because it seems like the only area that we may have to look at that box too. That could be something. Like maybe there's a hint on it with the necklace. Maybe it was up through here. I bet this was it. No, that wasn't it. Okay, so not this way. So where was it then? I know. I feel like, was it over there? Maybe we just haven't been able... Hello. I don't even remember how we got over here. We're just gonna keep exploring. I wonder if we can fast travel to it. Let's see. Is this gonna be this first one? Yes. Okay. So let's go in here and see what happens if we do this. I don't know. It just plays notes. Maybe it's somehow useful. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what those are supposed to do. Alright, so we have this rigging. Is there something we can do with this? I'm not even sure. I don't see that it goes anywhere. There wasn't a necklace entry for this, yeah. So there wasn't a necklace entry. I'm not sure what you want to do there exactly. Alright, we do have this little red crab. And then there was this crystal. This is where they were fighting. So that could be relevant. Is this like... That's not a cave. I can't do anything with it. I thought maybe I could go in a cave or something. That doesn't look like it. Alright, and have we gone over here? Can we go over there? Or can we only go this way? Looks like we can only go this way. Right? There's got to be another way to go because we can't go anywhere else. Right? Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we can go up that. So this is like the starting area. We can only go up this. I bet this is why we couldn't find it, because there's probably a hidden crevice that we had to go in to get down. Oh yeah, it was right near where we were just at. I see. There's two of those hidden crevices. That's the one that would have taken us back, and then if we go over there and around... what's up here? Oh, this is new. Okay. That goes down. Can we do anything up here, or is it just looking? We got a storm rolling in. Alright. So he must have come up here and looked and to see what he could do out here, right? That's where we just came from. I don't think there's anything we can do other than go back down. But maybe there's something we can observe. So like there's some kind of house there. Little cabin of sorts. We got this rocky area over here. I don't know if we can get into that or not. And there's something over here. Like, is that like a flag? Or something? Like a... right there? Like a red flag? I don't know. Okay. Well, either way, this place is enormous. So... I don't know what we do with the ship yet. Let's go look at that box. Maybe there's something we missed on the box. We missed things in Myst. Alright. I think right now the main issue is we need to find the interactables, right? Things we can do stuff with. Because I don't think we can do anything... I don't think we can do anything with the totems, right? We can look at this. But I don't think we can actually interact with them other than looking at them. Let's go check out over here and see what we can figure out. We got all the ship stuff. There's got to be something we can do with this. What can we do with this? Can we... Oh, we can roll this on. Oh, okay. I don't know how many we need, but let's see. Okay, so we put all 4 in. What will that do for us? Let's wind it up. Oops. Is it too heavy? I can't wind it up. Okay, it's too heavy with all of them in there. Okay. Well, let's see. We gotta take some out then. Let's take the last one out, and then let's see. Trial and error. What about this one? Okay. All of them -1. Now what? There we go. Okay, we figured out how to operate the elevator. We needed 3 of those coconuts, stones, whatever they are. Oh boy, the ship looms before us. What do we got here? I feel so disoriented looking at it from this angle. This is just so weird. Alright, can we do anything with a rope? Do we need somehow to get something across here? Maybe we can do something with this, like lower the sail? Maybe? I'm not sure. Because, like, the sail is right here. I'm not sure. What can we do here? We've made it up. Well, what does that give us exactly? We can't go across as it is. There's a cannon down there. Can we do something with the cannon? Maybe? What is this? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. So maybe we need to... Do we have more of those that we can roll over here? Oh, we do. Right here, right? Can we roll them up here? Okay, so maybe we need to get it and roll them onto the box. Of course, I don't know how many we need, so we just grab them all to start with, I assume. I think there was like 4 in the original box, and then we added 3, so I don't know if that matters. Okay, so let's see. Let's slide this back. Can I? I can. Can we slide it all the way to the edge? No. That's fine. Let's go ahead and release this. And then we head down and grab the balls, right? I think. Alright, hopefully. We may have to scooch this box down. I don't know. How can we roll them up? Oh, we can pull this down. Okay. Alright, now, can we... Oh, now we can roll them in. Okay. Roll this one in. Roll this one in. Roll this one in. Alright, now, we'll see how many we need. I don't know if we can take them out from up here. We'll see. This may also be too heavy for us to lift again. We'll have to see. Maybe now... Okay, it's too heavy with all of the balls in. So we can't take them all out at once. So we need... I'm guessing we can only take them up one at a time. I'm going to take 2 out. And we're going to see. My theory is that we can only take 1 at a time because we're going to have to put 4 on the outside. That's what I'm guessing. Can I push this back? But we're going to put 2 in there to start with. And see. I suspect this will not work. But let's see. Alright. Lift it up. And try it. It does work. Okay, so it's possible we could have gotten 3. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe this is enough to do what we need to do. We'll have to see. Is 2 enough to do what we need it to do? Aha! 2 was enough. We guessed correctly. All right. What do we got here? It's all about balances and weights, I guess. Let's go over here. We've got barrels. What is all this glowing stuff? Is that like... It looks like glowing rocks or flowers or something. We got more cannonballs. Okay. I guess that means we might have more that we have to do. Oh, wait. Or are those gold coins? Maybe they are. They look... I guess they could be gold coins and they just look weird because... Congratulations, drawbridge activated. Yep. That was satisfying. Now... Oh, that's just papers blowing around? I was like, what in the world? Alright. Okay, so I was right. Footprints. So we saw this one, right? I think. We saw that footprint. I think. Did I not take a picture of it? I swear I did. Maybe I didn't. But we did see this one. Let's go ahead and take a picture of this. Because obviously that's going to be of importance. That's an awful lot of footprints though. I've only seen 1. It's going to be crazy. It's very windy here. Hello, Mr. Bird. What all do we have? Do we have any books I can read? Anything at all? We'll go in here. It's his weaponry.
I'm the hunter. You're the hunted, not the other way around, you disappearing freak. You'll pay for this, my friend. You and every one of your stinking kind.
I wonder if he's talking to the monkeys, because they're pretty quick. Really makes me wonder. Okay, what else do we got? We got all kinds of weird things here. He loves his bones. Alright, anything else? Oh, was that the same thing we were already looking at, I wonder? That may have been. Yeah. That was the same thing we already looked at. Okay. It's an interesting little wind chime you got there, sir. Let me do anything with this. No, doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go this way. Make sure there's nothing that we can do over in this area. Is it just for looking, just for seeing what kind of crazy stuff that Achenar hasn't gone any less insane? Let's check this out. That looks like one of the bird creatures.
You steal from me, you gotta pay the price, understand? Understand? You understand me? Oh, you understand now.
To be fair, bones are an amazing building material if you have nothing else. Normally, I would be on board with that if I didn't know who was doing it. I think Achenar enjoys it way too much. I think he's just like, oh, I have to kill things to survive? You got it. I can do that. Alright, so we've got all those footprints. I don't know what we do with that information. Maybe there's something that we'll have to do with each one of them. I don't think there's anything else we can do with any of these papers. And that, wait, that looks like a lever, but it doesn't seem like there's anything I can grab with it. There is a rope here. There's something I can do with this rope. No, we just walk right past it. Alright. Can we go? Oh, we can go up. Up even more. What's up here? Okay. Oh, was this is where we were before, I think, right? Okay, yeah. So this is fine. This is where we were. Was there anywhere down we could go? I guess would be the better question. Is there anywhere else we can go from here that's down? No. Okay. So this might be it then. I mean, what is this? Nothing, I guess. We got traps there. All kinds of weapons on the wall. There is like an odd contraption here that looks like it has a whole bunch of lenses on it. I don't know, that could be something. Maybe. Alright, that's where we just were. There was nothing in here, right, that we needed? There's this green bench, but I don't think there's anything there that we need. Alright, so I think that's good. Is there anywhere we haven't explored? We now know that the footprints are, the tracks are important, so I guess we have to find them and do what with them? I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, can we go up again here? Let's see. Is this a new area? Maybe? I think it might be. Hello? Oh. Hi? You're eating a fish in front of me? Hi? How are you? You're very brave. Hello. Okay. I'm also trying to remember their sounds because I know that was important before. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but... Okay. So, we got a lot of fish bones there. What is this? Got a lever here. What does this do? Oh, it raises the sail. Is that a map? That might be a map. That would be helpful. Let's see. How do I get out to see it? Oh, okay. So we'll just do this. Let's see the memory.
Checked and checked. No sign of it here, or here, maybe here. What's in the South Jungle?
So we did kind of see this ourselves as we were going on. Oh, that creature is... We haven't seen that one up here. So that could be a thing. Alright. Can we go... Where else can we go? Can we go over this way? I'm not sure how to get out of this area. Well, let's see. We can't even go down from here. Did we come from over this direction? Like, how do we even get out of here? I can't seem to find a pointing finger. We're just stuck here forever. Do we have to lower this? I mean, surely not, right? Maybe? I mean, it could be possible, I suppose. We'll just see. Can I go? Oh, because that... Oh, I see. Okay. That's why. Grab some tea and chill, yeah. We couldn't go because this thing was lowered to bring up the map. I understand. Alright, what's over here? Is there anything over here we can look at? No? Okay, is there something through this little cubby over here? Like through here? What do we got? He's got his treasure. Let's look.
Where's the blaster?
He's just beating up all the stuff. He doesn't even care about the treasure. He just wants the linking book. I'm sorry, Atris, but your sons are completely unhinged. Like, I don't know what was going on, but... Alright, boy. When we get to hear, Achenar's journey.
I cannot believe I resisted linking here for so long. Father's warning kept me away. He said Haven was an age of great wealth, but visiting it would be dangerous without him. Lying serpent. Should have known he would say anything to keep Cirrus and me under his control. I despise him. But look, Father. Look who's under whose control now. Stinking rain has not let up much since I arrived. Gets almost too quiet when...
Oops.
It does, except for the distant screams of animals. Wonder what exists beyond those cliffs. Too wet to find out tonight, but there should be plenty of time for treasure hunting tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Judging by the chests in this wreck, I will not be disappointed. Oh, but won't Cirrus be enraged when he sees I got all the emeralds first?
Oh boy.
Been slashing through the jungle all week and have yet to run into any people. What did you do, Father? Get them to turn this island into some kind of wild animal park? It would be just like
maybe?
You to convince the stupid idiots to do that. Have to hand it to you, though. The heads on some of these beasts will look really good on my walls.
Okay. Let's turn the page.
Got my first taste of primate today. I was cutting a path through the jungle when one of the stupid buggers clunked me from behind with a piece of fruit. Scared the hell out of me. I whipped around ready to slice and dice, but it let out this ear-piercing shriek.
Must have been a signal to its buddies, because they all took off into their nests. Too bad Mr. Shrieker wasn't fast enough.
Okay, so we have Camondile, a predator.
Got my first taste of primate today.
Zephyr,
I was cutting a path through the
herbivore,
jungle when one of the stupid
and
buggers
Mangry
clomped me
and
from behind.
omnivore.
Man, is it hot. Actually starting to like these infernal thunderstorms. They ruin a good day of hunting, but at least they cool things down for a while.
He's gonna start to get
My greedy
unhinged.
brother hasn't shown up yet. He's got to know I skipped out on him in Serenia after we called that little truce. He's insane if he thinks his plan there will work. We should just kill Father and be done with it. Then again, maybe I should link back to Myst and convince Cirrus to set the old man free here in Haven. After all these weeks of practice, my hunting and tracking skills have really improved.
And then it starts to get a little crazy.
No way, no way, no way. It's got to be here somewhere. Got to be. I searched, searched, and searched. Where's the blasted linking buck? Have to pull myself together. Come up with a plan. That's what Cirrus would do, wouldn't it? Isn't it? Where the hell is Cirrus? Doesn't matter. Need a base. Some place to hole up in. Stop it! The ship. It'll do for now. Till I build something better. Got to be easier to get into, though. Easier, but protected against intruders. I have to protect myself, right?
Okay, so this is what we figured out with the picture of the elevator.
I'm gonna kill you for this, old man.
I slashed the beast. There was blood spurting everywhere. I need a better spear. Disappeared down the wind tunnel.
Oh boy.
It was a very successful day today. Mostly Karnaks. Figuring out how to use their fishing habits against them was sheer genius.
Oh, that was what we saw on the ship, was a Karnak.
Wrongful imprisonment. Where is Cirrus?
Past few days, too much blood. I don't remember killing so many animals.
Oh boy.
Is something else here? Something big? Second predator hunting me? Why haven't I seen it yet?
Maybe.
Figured it out. Wicked brother. Lying tongue of snake. Tricked me. Proof. Serenia.
Mm-hmm.
Cirrus is trapped too. While machines. He linked to Spire in search of plunder. Spire! Father's other dangerous age. Miserable Camodile. Bloody animal. Nearly ripped my leg off. Pulled vanishing act and... Just wait till hunting post is finished.
Okay.
Saw some more tracks. Rain washed most of them away. But then I found them. But definitely tracks. Sneaky bastard. Think he waits?
Okay.
And then there was the 5th kill site. Looked fresh. Only was bigger. Smelled me coming and took off. What is this thing?
So this is what he's talking about, the cave drawings.
Impossible. Hands still shaking. Didn't expect attack. Didn't realize. Magnificent.
Okay.
Still see him rearing out of sea, water spilling down gills. Such malice, such death in his eyes. Sun sinking behind, reflection so bright, nearly blinded. Must have planned it that way, must have known. But I'm alive, Sea Spawn. Still alive. And I will defeat you. As death is my witness, I shall decorate my kingdom with your bones.
Okay. I think that's the last page. Huh. So, that's a very useful journal. Alright. I'm sure we'll be back here when we figure out what we need to do, but it obviously is going to have something to do with these animals. And their tracks, right? I think... What is this? Is there anything we can do with these skeletons? I don't think so. Are we at the very top now? I think we are. We're at as top as we can get. He got a lot of skulls. He has decorated his place quite efficiently with all of the skeletons. That last line is brutal. I do like the actors reading the journal. He spoke at Mysterium last year. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Alright, so I think we've explored this ship pretty well. And I think we're gonna take a break here. Let all of this digest in. So we know it's gonna have something to do with the footprints. Maybe the animal sounds. I don't know where we would input this information in. I haven't found anything like that. So I don't even know what just ate that bird. Something just jumped out of the water. But I know we have explored a good bit. Probably not all of it. There's definitely some areas we haven't arrived at. So we'll have to keep poking around. There it is. I bet that's that big sea creature that he was talking about. But we'll check that out again in the next episode. So anyways, I think we are going to pause it here. So let's go ahead and let's save it. Right. So this is Haven. Alright, so we're going to save Haven. Alright. So that is going to be it for today. So I hope you guys had fun with that. I had fun with it. It's definitely a very different world from Spire. Good progress for our first visit to Haven. Well, thank you. It was very, very different from Spire. We will, of course, be back to this game next week, but our next stream is going to be Tuesday. We're going to be playing probably Phasmophobia, unless Night Flurry tells me otherwise. So that is the plan anyways. And we will see how that goes. Right now, let us see who we can raid. Let's see. But we'll be back on 6 p.m. Central on Tuesday. Next week's schedule is actually going to be a little weird because Easter is on Sunday. So I don't know what the streaming plan will be for Sunday. We might skip Sunday and then be back in 2 weeks actually, because I might be busy. I just realized that. So we might just have to call off Sunday and then be back in 2 weeks to pick this up again. Let's see. Right now, I think we're gonna, let's see. Man, I have all these people. Let's just go ahead and raid Gothspice. I don't know if she's just now getting ready to stream. And it looks like she's going to be streaming Home Safety Hotline. So I think she's getting geared up for that. And that's a pretty interesting game. So let's go ahead and raid her. Easter, the mystery box of who has time. Exactly. Yeah, because I've got... we've got church, we've got egg hunts, we've got Easter dinner. There's just so much stuff that has to happen that day. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for raiding or for streaming. So I don't know. If I do, then I'll surprise you guys. But I'm probably not going to stream on Sunday. But anyways, let us go ahead and raid Gothspice. So I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'm also with my family. No clue. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably best if we just take that day off and enjoy it, and then we'll pick it up again afterwards. So I feel like that'll be good. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you all. And now we're gonna go head over to Golf Spice, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Bye.